Hello and welcome to our weekly devlog. So I'm going to start with a question to everyone is, what did you do this week?
So who wants to go first?
Hamza would like to go first, look at him, he's so eager to tell us about his week.
Well, I mostly started with the grenades, throwable systems. So we have our grenades, our Molotovs, our nail bomb. We now have that set up, so you can now throw a grenade, it explodes. You have stuff like you can cook the grenade, you have a nice arc, where you can throw it over cover and get into someone and explode.
Damage systems, haven't you? Barbed wire and Molotovs.
I was going into that. We now have poison swamps that you go through, you get slowed down when you're going through, you take a bit of damage. You got barbed wire, you only take damage if you're going through it, if you're standing still it doesn't do damage. Molotov, you walk through, you take damage, you're going to be on fire. As you know, a simple Molotov, like your CSGOs and normal games. I also did stuff with crafting, so now you can craft Molotovs, you can craft weapons and stuff in the game. So like you spare, you go ahead, craft it, and just start poking enemies. That's mostly what I've done. Now, what about you, Dan?
For me, as the animator, so I obviously last week I was testing animation, seeing if it would work, and I'm fully done with the Cult Super now. So we have the idle animation, right? I made that, the walk animation, the sprint animation, and the reload animation. So that's all done for the Cult Super, and it did take me a bit of while, especially the reload one, because that was the first reload animation. I wanted it to actually look really nice. The reload animations take the longest to do, but everything else is pretty easy. So that's what I did. I was just animating.
They came out pretty nice, didn't they?
They did come out pretty nice. They
Really
did.
clear animation.
I just had to fix the thumb a bit. Jacob did not like the thumb, the way you hold it, because nobody holds a gun like this.
I mean,
There's no thumbs up.
Yeah, because the flick, they do the flick in it.
What
Yeah,
is a gangster movie?
I mean, a Cult Super does have the thing on top.
That's you.
I don't think it actually.
Yeah.
Functional.
I mean, you modeled it, so I don't know.
I don't know for a reference. I don't know what it does.
Yeah.
What about you? What have you been working on this week, Mike?
Mostly just prop assets for the game, such as more bottles, Molotovs. Been expanding the boss. Got the helmet and the back piece on the back. And I've got rigging. I still need to fix the hand. Besides that, it's going good.
Do you not also try out our commercialization, some of our products, see if they could be made?
Oh, I've checked. Yeah, I've talked with some people. Might know how to do that. It shouldn't take long to get 3D printable, but we just need to get filming.
This week I've been working on a lot of level design. I've been browsing the Unity asset store for free packages, to speed up development. The best one I probably found was a free package that allowed you to GPU instance class, because as you know, CPU is really asset and the Unity in general is really bad at rendering this stuff. So having the ability to render all this class through the GPU is really helpful. It allows us to have a really high frame rate whilst keeping all that detail in. I've also been looking at developing a new map, as we have discussed. We wanted a new map to kind of like, we had issues with our old map where it was too open, not enough content, and we want to change that so that we want to be able to have all that content and not have it feel like an empty world.
It took forever to get from one side to the other comp
station.
station.
Feel like you're actually going on an adventure or whatnot. If you declare a mountain, there's going to be something at the top, or there's something on your path.
Yeah.
If you're going to the center of the map, there'll be loads of stuff to do there. That's what we want.
Now we actually have a reason to parkour as well, because the previous map was way too flat.
So increased height that we're experimenting with. So with this height, we want to add some of the more vaulting systems. I also think we should add it in our boss rooms, in our bunkers. In our boss room, we should really have the vaulting mechanic, at least somewhere. Maybe we have broken balconies.
Yeah, something like that.
You vault up to get some further height on the boss.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. So moving on, what do we think we are really excited for next week?
I'm also finishing off the systems that I've currently done this week. So the Molotov currently doesn't spawn the fight area yet, that's separate. So I'm going to start combining that. I'm going to start making the crafting system much more extensive, because it's currently very basic.
Have you got the ingredients for the...
I've got ingredients ready to sell.
Yeah.
So they're already pre-made. They just make it, but you can't select what you're crafting currently.
Okay.
I have to do that manually. I'm going to allow the player now to choose what they're going to craft. So you can craft your Molotov, you craft your spear, you craft whatever you like.
That's good.
I'm going to be working on more level design. I really want to experiment it because I want to experiment to create a very enjoyable experience for the player. I feel like before I didn't enjoy it as much, and I was quite enjoyed our game quite a lot. I was surprised about how much fun I had playing our game when I did a full test for our final test session. I don't know. I think you also had quite an enjoyable experience about it.
I did. So when I was making the actual the trailer for the game, right? I had to play through the whole demo.
It wasn't bad, was it?
It wasn't. It was actually fun. The only thing that I do agree with is map was too big. It was annoying to get from one side to the other side. Apart from that, the game's length I think was 30 minutes. Something
my
like that.
idea is not to make the map hard to traverse, but to make it a little bit more streamlined in places. We kind of want. So when you introduce the player, we want you to be able to learn the game mechanics before then going on to explore the world and the map.
Yeah.
So you want to learn that, and I think the idea of the mountains come first. It could be a good POI to single player build there, but it's also a good reveal. So we'll just have to experiment with that. When you get to the top, you can finally see over and you can see the entire map. And
which is
really reveal. When I first did it. It was my first time playing around with the trees and the grass and going over that hill, just looking at how detailed the environment was. I was like, wow, it is actually pretty beautiful from up here.
Yeah, we do have to balance it correctly. Like, don't make it to the point where the player's like, oh, I don't really like traversing in this game. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
To the point where, oh, this is boring to traverse at the same time. Like, it needs to be fun to traverse.
I think there should be rewards for traversing the mountain. If you have to climb a mountain,
we could add an achievement or something,
Oh yeah,
on top of a mountain, throwing a duck, you know what I mean?
We don't want to limit where the player can go, but we do want to
Direct player.
Yeah, we want to have paths so. When you think about maybe the GTA 5, when you go up on the mountain, there's paths up there, but if you go off, it's really difficult to climb and really annoying.
Yeah, the top part of the map. Yeah, that's annoying. Yeah,
you know what I mean. But at the same time, you've got the city, which is all open and all that. So we kind of want to balance that kind of idea of it.
But yeah, I'm excited for the animation. Just like because because a few weeks ago, obviously developing on the game had no animations for the test sessions.
I'm really excited for the lighting as well. With all this, we want to move a lot of stuff into new scenes so we can actually use a lot more lighting because we have a daylight cycle and it causes some issues with how the lighting works.
So it will work with this new map.
Yes, so having the scenes of bunkers and caves being new scenes should allow us to properly implement HDRP lighting, which is why we did it in the first place.
Yeah.
We chose the pipeline for the lighting because obviously it's really more intense than the drag, so if we can't get it out, it would have been just pointless and we should have gone with URP.
Yeah.
That's what we want. We want some high fidelity, and that's what we're looking for.
So what are you excited for the most?
Also, just finally getting this boss done on 3D printed.
Yeah,
really.
I still don't know what it looks like because
We'll find out.
we need development tracking. Let's see what it looks like.
When it's done, we'll bring it.
I'm really excited though. I'm really excited for the boss model.
And I think that's it. We'll wrap up there.
Yeah.
That's a good place to end. We're really excited. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, we'll see you next week.